Hello YouTube. It is early September 2017 and these are my Kershaw Leeks. The Leek is a Ken Onion design assisted with their Speed Safe. They're pretty much all Sandvik 14C28 N steel with aluminum handles. There's a mix of frame and liner lock. They're all warrantless, hollow ground. I'll point out the ones that aren't actually the Sandvik steel, but so basically just be going over handles and some basic features. The first one up is the teal. This is the bottom row here is all liner locks. This is their basic model, I guess, and I have it in several colors. These are about $50 each, unless it's got an upgraded steel. The purple. If you see these tags, what these are what I put in with my Pelican case. Just list some basic info on the knife. I left them in the video just because I have so many of these I didn't want to get them mixed up and have to resort them, so I just left them with the knife. Basically, I can go over this quick. What I do, I just list what it is, the item number, some info on the steel, the handle material and what color, overall length, blade length, weight, designer, where I got it, and on the back I'll put what I paid for it, the manufacturer suggested retail, and then what you could get it for at Blade HQ if available. So that's what these are. Next one up would be the SWBRN. This is actually an LMAX blade. Which, that's a good blade steel. And that'd be $75 for that knife. Next up is the OL, the olive. Kind of looks brown there, but it is actually green. Maybe if you hold it up against the brown. Next up is the stonewashed black. That's the stonewash. The blue. That's a nice looking blue. The orange. The olive with the blacked out blade and serration. Again, that looks brown, but it is actually olive. The Kershaw branded. This is actually a blem. That's what the X's mean, and that could be anything from a misprint on the blade to a nick in the handle scale. It could be anything, and on all these, any of the blems I have, I don't really know what the issue is. I do think on one of them it's actually just the engraving. Next up, the kind of the smoked scale, which that's a nice effect. This is again as a blem, and like I said, that could be anything, and I haven't been able to really find it on any of these. And you save quite a bit of money. You could save up to 50% on a blem. This is also a blem. This is the red smoked. Again, a nice effect. I have a feeling that this is the one with with just that engraving being wrong. It works like the rest of them, and BR doesn't make any sense for a smoked out handle scale. Okay, next up are the frame locks. This is actually my carrier here. This is the one I haul around with me. This is the BLKW. These are $50. I did put a deep carry pocket clip on it, titanium, and then the bronzed out hardware. Then I have the unmodified version of that as well. That'd be this one. With black hardware and the standard handle scale. And then the D2 blade steel. This is $75. That must be a composite. Look at that. So it's probably Sandvik and then D2. Next up is just the basic frame lock. 1600 or the 1660. Yeah. This has an anodization going on. It's kind of hard to see, but there's some red in there. This is a $60 knife. Stonewash blade. Now the Damascus. Is it the CKT? Yeah, I'm not sure what that one cost. This one cost $80. Now the kind of special release ones. I have the OCC one. Don't really have costs on these. Most of these were eBay purchases early in my knife collecting, and I didn't really track what I was spending. It's got some nicks and marks on it, but you know, at the time I was trying to collect unusual leaks in addition to the regular production models, and this was one of them. These all have some kind of patterns on the handles. This is the Tiger. Blacked out blade. These are the Silver Flames. The Gold Flames. The Black Widow. The VIB. This has got their Spectrum, I guess, anodization on it. It shows every fingerprint. I would never carry this knife. Again, that's a Blem. Okay, now the custom, the non-Kershaw customs. This is similar to the other patterns. I don't know what you call it, but it's kind of unusual, kind of flowery, I guess. Next up is the gold anodized, gold everything, golded out version. Even the etching there. Now these are this is the Santa Fe Kershaw. I believe this is actually stainless steel instead of aluminum. And then it's got the rock and turquoise scale put on it. That's pretty badass looking. And then the other one. Okay, so those are the Leeks. Great knife. I'm hoping they do something similar with the what is it? The Dividend, the upsized version of this knife. I hope they get creative with the blade steels and the handle materials, and I think they probably will. They're a smart company. They know what their customers want. So, anyways, that's a Leek. If you like the video, like, subscribe. And I'll see you next time. I'll probably do the Blurs or the Skylines next. All right. Thanks, YouTube.